On this day in 2006, Lionel Messi played his first ever World Cup game. And now, 20 years later, we are likely witnessing his final ever World Cup run. Hello, I'm Aidan and I talk sport, covering the stories and the moments that actually matter. On this day back in 2006, Argentina played Serbia and Montenegro in a group stage game in the World Cup. And with Argentina already winning comfortably, an 18-year-old Lionel Messi was brought on from the bench. It was his first World Cup game, and within minutes he had an assist. And then, would you know it, a few minutes before the end of the game, he had his first World Cup goal. And looking back over the past 20 years of history that we've now seen, it's a bit crazy to see what has happened. Because at the time, this was just another wonder kid on the scene. Potentially the next big thing. But it was just the start. And even though he went on to obviously have one of the most amazing club careers around ever, what followed on multiple World Cup stages afterwards wasn't exactly straightforward for Messi. In 2010, Argentina went out in the quarterfinals. But in 2014, they made it all the way to the final and it felt like it might actually be their moment. But in heartbreaking fashion, Germany won in extra time and Messi was pictured walking past the trophy, again, not able to get his hands on that ultimate prize. But then 2018 rolled around, but Argentina never really looked all that right. They scraped through the group stages, got knocked out by France, and the whole Messi conversation at the World Cup started to become a bit tiring. Because for years, it was the one stick that people used to beat him with when it came to greatest of all time conversations. No matter what he did at Barcelona, no matter how many Ballon d'Ors he won, no matter how many ridiculous seasons he had, the conversation always kept coming back to that one key thing. But has Messi ever won the World Cup? But then, things started to change. Bring on the 2022 Qatar World Cup. Things didn't start very smoothly though. Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia in their opening World Cup game and things started to look a bit bleak and the pressure was on. And where they had failed previously, this time they managed to pull through. Messi stepped up against Mexico. He produced a ridiculous assist against the Netherlands. He then ran the show against Croatia. And then in the final, against France, he finally got his hands on the one trophy he'd been waiting for his whole life. And this is now just one of the many reasons why this World Cup is so interesting. Because this isn't a Messi who's chasing that one missing piece in the trophy cabinet anymore. He's already got that. This is different. This is an Argentinian team that are the defending World Cup winners. And Messi is now at the end of his career. He's 38 years old. But importantly, he's not trying to complete his story anymore. We're going to be watching him try and add just one last monumental chapter to what has been one of the most amazing careers in football history. So this is why this day is so special. Because 20 years ago, Messi's World Cup story began. And 20 years later, we are about to watch what is possibly his last dance. So what do you think? Can Messi and Argentina defend their World Cup trophy? Or is that one step too far? Let me know. And if you enjoy these types of sports conversations, follow along for more.